Hello everyone, Peopledud here, and welcome back for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorneys. So, in the last episode, we cut off right before the trial for Maya Fey. And in this episode, we are going to continue on with the trial. So, let's get right back to it. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give your court the opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edward. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. Oh, wait. Was that a screw up on the game? I think that was a screw up on the game's part. But anyway, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession for the court. Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective in charge of homicides done at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. I can't talk today. Shite. Very well, sir. What am I, the judge? Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office here to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. And the... God. Gumshoe's and the judge's voice sound awfully similar. And the court accept... Oh, God. Court acceptance is... Oh, my God. I cannot talk. The court accepts this statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had evidence that she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. God, this is gonna get so screwy going between Gumshoe and the judge's voice. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mrs. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. And the witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. So, the very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would just bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up something and says something wrong. It worked a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Is something the matter? Oh, God. Is something the matter? Oh, God, no. I'm gonna have to change the judge's voice. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination. Alright. Hold it! Why is that? What's your reason? Alright. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said that you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Yeah, Miss Ring isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink.
That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Shit. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony. Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my very own eyes. I found a memo. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that it was the victim's. Also, there was blood found under the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin the cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vile piece of evidence in the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination. Before she died, death was instantaneous. So how could she wrote the name? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of them lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But!
No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When?
The day after. It was the day after the murder.
And
Oh. Nope, not the voice. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning.
no way!
Your Honor, it is quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? Yeah, I thought...
Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What? But...
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts it into the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that is the obvious conclusion. Yes. Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. This witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on at the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Company law office.
That's right, big boy.
Please, identify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Witness's account.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. saw every little bitsy bitsy.
Well, Your Honor? I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand that you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly ways of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Do, 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 do. Oh, wait. Hold it! How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women knows these things. Look, I just know, okay?
And there was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. No. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Oh, God. Why the f you lying? Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh, that was the right choice? Alright. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo is far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Again.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that jewelry clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Actually, there is one detail. I see. I only wish that you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you would like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the finger was a clock. But there was no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you knew that this was a clock? The witness... no, I'm not paying. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oh, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is that you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it at the same time.
Whoops, sorry. So you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room.
The law office of Fay and Company, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock that was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Huh? What a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't read. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness had heard the clock, then there's no contradiction.
Ooh. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Gore.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof that you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is Maya's cell phone. Take that! Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation that she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective will better remember he's up for evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation.
So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker? If you could. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear what the clockwork... that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that this weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So, the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claims that she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today?
What is it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did, and she should die for it! Die!
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Huh? I'm so silly me. Did I lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know this weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you knew this weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way that she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Take that! The defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that already.
Take another listen to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
They do mention the thinker, but how would the witness know of this conversation? Do you have proof that she knew of this conversation?
It was because of this wiretap. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, take a look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to make like that? You lawyer! It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While the court does not condone to the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who thought of that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say! Way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that was just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was iced coffee. You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, this is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you sunk quite low in that already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling you this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. But what should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Shit. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we are ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir.
I received your summons in the middle of work. Sir, I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir.
Witness testimony.
Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at Fine Gatewater Hotel, in this business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defendants may begin its cross-examination.
Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Cross-examination.
Hold it! What exactly is that you do at the hotel?
Why, anything required of me, sir. I checked in guests, I check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe... no, I don't read that.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally herself, sir. Screw up the line. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes. What then?
"9 o'clock on the dot, you say?"
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished.
God. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder.
I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Precisely 9 o'clock then.
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I like a nice coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time?
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You are sure that it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something, and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object.
This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Hold on. Just gonna pause real quick. Save this as... There, just save scumming. Let's ask about the room service. Tell me again about the room service.
Again, sir?
Exactly 9. I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice either, sir. What did he say? What did you just say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was there someone else staying in the room with Miss May?
I object.
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barista over there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked for, sir. Ugh! You fool! I've done it. I won! Miss April May checked into the twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we've just learned of another person who's involved may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who?
Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Ugh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh! Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I may be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh? That face,
That face of his, with his trembling eyes, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sends shivers up my spine.
if you say so.
So, what happens to me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms don't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. May testimony after the court record. I don't know how much good this will do with me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and start some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Alrighty, so thank you guys so very much for watching this. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date and see the latest episodes, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And, as always, if I find my mouse, I will see you guys in the next episode. So take care and have a good day.